I'm Lana George with the Good News Coach, and I want to talk to y'all today about something kind of serious. It's about whenever you feel like there's no hope left in the world, and it goes a lot deeper than that. You actually think that the world's better off without you in it. And, since COVID, we've had a lot of mental health issues in this country and probably all over the world. But first, if you ever get to that real serious situation where you're thinking you need to end your life, there is a suicide hotline, and all you have to do is dial 988. And I just want to make sure that y'all know that if it's ever that serious and you're thinking seriously about doing something, then please call this number. They have professional people there 24/7 to help you work through this, and it's anonymous. So, reach out to your friends or family, reach out to your pastor, just reach out to whoever can help you. But what I'm trying to talk to you today about is, we try to find stuff in the Bible where, well, did anybody back in them times struggle with what we're struggling with now? And yes, you know about Job. Job was tested and tried, pretty seriously. But let me tell you about somebody else that actually was at a pivotal time in his life where he just thought, why not just take me, Lord? And that's Paul. He's the one that brought Gentiles into believing in Jesus and, was a disciple of Jesus and wrote about 2/3 of the New Testament. And he had been, for those that don't know about Paul, he is the one that was on Damascus Road and God put scales over his eyes and actually had Ananias come to him and heal him. He had to go to the city and trust, so he was blind for 3 days. And after that, he said he knows that he's supposed to serve Jesus Christ, and that's what he needs to do. So he spent most of his time in jail, in prison, where he wrote a lot of the Bible, the New Testament, and he'd been beaten, he'd been tortured, and he had been left for dead. And, that I'm sure that's why he struggled with this. Is like, I'm doing this work for you, Lord, and why does this bad stuff keep happening? Well, sometimes in life, that's exactly what happens. Is you think, I'm doing everything right, and why does all this stuff keep happening? Well, because sometimes when everything's going good, well, the devil don't have to try to get you off track and don't have to work on you. But when you're serving the Lord, you don't have, the devil's coming after you left and right, and everybody else is coming after you because, it's like, if they can keep you from blessing one more person, then that's one person that might not ever know the Spirit of Jesus Christ and how much he can do for you. But back to Paul is in Philippians 1:21-26. This is a New King James Version. I wanted to let y'all know this is what he is saying. He says, "For I am hard pressed between the two, having a desire to depart and be with Christ, which is far better. Nevertheless, to remain in the flesh is more needful for you. And being confident of this, I know I shall remain and continue with you for your progress and joy of faith, that your rejoicing for me may be more abundant in Jesus Christ by my coming to you again." So he was like, Lord, go ahead and take me, please. But if you still need me to help other people and help the people I'm preaching to and spreading the gospel, then let me be alive. So he was able to serve the Lord for several years in pretty much torment. So back to you. If you're struggling with this, do you know that it's not meant for you to handle all this on your own? I know when we get to that situation, and the reason I know this is when I was a teenager at 16, I actually made an attempt on my life. Luckily, the Lord blessed me, and it was not successful. So God had, I never thought at 16 that at 61, my life could have turned out as wonderful as it has. Now, have I still had bumps in the road in life? We all do. So that's not going to change that. But I just never thought at 60, I just thought the world was better off without me. And boy, was I wrong. I've got a beautiful daughter, beautiful son, beautiful grandbabies, and great church family, and wonderful husband, Henry George, but and friends, first cousin that we almost like sisters. And I'm just so grateful for the life I have. And, you know, I'm like Paul, whatever I can do to serve you, Lord. And so that's why I started these videos. Yeah, I'm not a published movie star, but I'm just me, raw and natural. So that's the way I am. Is you're going to get me like I am, faults and all. But I do want to make sure that I tell you that there is hope. There is hope in the Lord, as I said in my other video. And there's so much that you can have to look forward to. It might not be this week, it might not be next month, but somewhere, if you can just stay the course and ask God to help you get through it, like Jesus take the wheel, I promise you, things do get better. I'm living proof. But here's a verse I want to give you some hope on, is Jeremiah 29:11. And it says, "For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord. Plans to prosper you and not to harm you. Plans to give you hope and a future." So when you find yourself feeling like you're out of hope, read that verse. Maybe even write it out on an index card and read it to yourself, because that gives you hope for tomorrow. There's always hope, I promise you. If you want to listen to a real good sermon, our preacher, Jerry Candler of Mooresville Baptist Church, you can go to Facebook.com and look us up, Mooresville Baptist Church in Tennessee. And he, on February 22nd, he had an excellent sermon on just this topic, and it'll be a blessing to you. And I just wish you for a beautiful day. It's a beautiful day out there today, and God bless. Thank you. And if you need life coaching, because you need just help to get through something bad, then look me up on goodnewscoach.org and make an appointment with me, Lana George. Thank you so much. Have a great day.